Religion in Minoan Crete was deeply woven into the fabric of daily life, permeating every aspect of society from the grand palaces to the smallest rural shrines. Central to their beliefs was the worship of a mother goddess, often depicted holding snakes, a symbol of fertility, regeneration, and power. As Sarah B. Pomeroy explains, the Minoan mother goddess was a central figure in their pantheon, embodying the life-giving forces of nature. Minoan religion was rich in symbols, many of which have been discovered in the ruins of palaces and sacred sites. The double axe, or labrys, is one of the most iconic of these symbols, representing divine power and authority. This symbol is often associated with the mother goddess and appears in both religious and domestic contexts, suggesting its pervasive influence in Minoan life. Martin P. Nilsson highlights its significance, noting that the labrys was not just a weapon, but a symbol of the mother goddess's power, often associated with rituals and sacrifices. Another prominent symbol is the bull, which held a special place in Minoan religion. The bull was likely connected to fertility and strength, and its horns, known as the horns of consecration, were frequently used in religious architecture. Minoan religious practices were centered around various sacred spaces, each serving a distinct purpose in the spiritual life of the community. These included peak sanctuaries, caves, and shrines within the palaces themselves. Nano Marinatos, a leading scholar on Minoan religion, writes that these sacred spaces were places of communion between the Minoans and their deities, where rituals ensure the fertility of the land and the well-being of the community. Peak sanctuaries, often located on mountaintops, were places where the Minoans worshipped their gods and performed ritual related to agriculture and the cycles of nature. These sites provided a direct link between the earthly realm and the divine, with offerings such as clay figurines and animal sacrifices made to ensure the favor of the gods. Caves also played a significant role in Minoan religion, serving as both places of worship and burial sites. The dark, mysterious environment of caves made them ideal settings for rituals that invoked the chthonic deities, gods and spirits associated with the underworld and the earth's depths. Within the palaces, dedicated shrines and altars were integral to religious life. The throne room at Knossos, with its central seat and surrounding frescoes, is thought to have been a space for both political and religious ceremonies. The layout and decoration of these shrines reflect the Minoans' complex spiritual beliefs and their integration of religion into the very structure of their society. Minoan religious practices were diverse and elaborate, involving a range of rituals that included processions, feasts, and offerings. These ceremonies were designed to appease the gods, secure agricultural fertility, and ensure the prosperity of the community. Offerings of food, drink, and precious goods were common, often placed on altars or buried in sacred deposits. One of the most intriguing aspects of Minoan religion is the bull-leaping ritual depicted in frescoes and other forms of art. This ritual, which involves participants vaulting over the backs of bulls, may have been a rite of passage or a ceremonial performance dedicated to the bull and its associated deities. While the exact meaning of bull leaping remains a subject of debate, it clearly held significant religious and cultural importance. Rituals were also performed at specific times of the year, often in alignment with agricultural cycles. These seasonal festivals likely involved the entire community, bringing people together to celebrate and honor the gods who govern their world. Such rituals reinforced social cohesion and the collective identity of the Minoans, centered around their shared spiritual beliefs. Despite the wealth of material evidence, much about Minoan religion remains shrouded in mystery. The Linear A script, used by the Minoans for religious and administrative purposes, has yet to be deciphered, leaving many questions about their beliefs and practices unanswered. This enigmatic script, found on tablets, pottery, and religious objects, hints at a complex system of writing that was integral to Minoan religious and social life. The absence of monumental temples like those seen in contemporary Egyptian or Mesopotamian cultures suggests that Minoan religion was practiced in a more decentralized and community-focused manner. The emphasis on natural settings, mountains, caves, and sacred groves indicates a spirituality deeply connected to the natural world. As historian Nano Marinatos observes, the Minoans practiced a form of religion that was both intimate and expansive, deeply rooted in the rhythms of nature and the cycles of the earth. This connection to the environment, coupled with the mystery surrounding their undeciphered language, continues to captivate scholars and enthusiasts alike. The influence of Minoan religion can be traced through the centuries, particularly in the religious practices of the Mycenaeans and later Greek cultures. The mother goddess of Crete may have evolved into figures such as Demeter and Artemis in the Greek pantheon, while the symbolism of the labrys and the bull persisted in various forms throughout antiquity. Today, the study of Minoan religion offers valuable insights into the spiritual lives of one of Europe's earliest civilizations. It reminds us of the enduring power of belief and the ways in which ancient peoples sought to understand and connect with the world around them.